Man must eat. Very, 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 very important. This
Important.
is Ashili Sports. We give you predictions on how to go about betting. Remember, with me is Eddie. He always give you that weekend momentum, and we give you that. But at the end of the video, we'll be giving you our best 5 that will enable you to go in and win. But hey, remember to bet responsible, even if you are above 18 years. Yes, we've been doing it for quite a number of times now. But sorry, guys, we could not give you last Champions League and last Premier League, this midweek Premier League predictions for sure. And hey, if you just join us and you are new, remember to hit the subscription button, like and share the video, and your opinions are highly, highly welcome. Hey, Eddie, weekend is here once again, and we will be making it a master architect and great one here. Predictions, we all know, man must eat.
Man must eat. Yeah.
Particularly when the greens are marking correct.
Yeah,
When the greens are marking it. So, guys, wait for your best sleep for the weekend for sure. With me is Eddie, and hey, let's dive into it. So we start with Premier League because we've been giving you Premier League, La Liga, Bundesliga, Serie A, League 1, and what have you. So stay tuned. We'll be starting with Premier League right now. So Eddie, it looks like Premier League this weekend is starting with a huge and tough game one, another test for the Gunners, who look very, very favorite to get into the title for sure. They will be facing Aston Villa in the Villa Park. Arsenal versus Aston Villa in the Villa Park. So it looks like, yes, Arsenal are still favorite according to Bet365 with the odds of 1.9 compared to compared to Aston Villa 4.20. Which one should we go for? Arsenal, Aston Villa, and Arsenal.
All right. So there's also another challenge to Arteta and his boys. Beginning of the season, I think they've given us, the hope that Arsenal will be able to lift a trophy this season. This Premier League is a whole of challenges. And now their next challenge is to play against Aston Villa. That's Emery and his boys. Beginning of the season, they were also not that good, not in a good spot. But for their past 5-6 games, they've been able to pick, I think, all the maximum points they need. I think all their wins. And this time around, it's going to be a tough challenge for fellow investors to predict whether Arsenal to win or Aston Villa to win. So I'm going for both teams to score.
Okay, both teams to score. But remember, Arsenal are unbeaten in the last 18 matches, but have won just one of their last 4 against Aston Villa.
Yeah, it's so.
That's why it's tough.
Yeah, that's why it's tough. It's also about this time around, as Emery and his guys are also cooking. They're also in form.
Yeah. So it's a tough game for sure. And Bournemouth versus Chelsea. Chelsea are unbeaten in the last 8 meeting with Bournemouth. Last meeting with Bournemouth is 8. Chelsea are unbeaten with that. But it looks like they are slightly favorite in this fixture. Bournemouth versus Chelsea in Bournemouth home. So we have Chelsea having with Bournemouth 3.10 odds. And lack of energy key to Bournemouth is downward spiral, says Areola. What do you make up of this game? It's going to be tough because for the past few games, Bournemouth really have not been impressive.
No, I think they've lost their last 2 games. They've lost their last 2 games. And even before their last 2 games, if I'm not mistaken, they've lost a couple of games as well. They are not that good as compared to the beginning of the season. Beginning of the season, Antonio Semedo and the guys were there to they were giving them back-to-back performance, back-to-back win. But this time now, playing against hosting Chelsea, Chelsea too, they're also in a good form, playing a 2-2 draw against Arsenal, the table leaders, definitely they are going to pick the win against Bournemouth. Yeah.
We're going to pick a win against Bournemouth, and we have Everton will be hosting Nottingham Forest for sure. And remember, Forest won 1-0 at Wolves in their last away Premier League match. So this time round, they will be facing Everton, and it looks like Everton have a slight favor from Bet3 of 2.20 and Nottingham Forest with odds of 3.50. Everton with the likes of David Moyes being their coach, an experienced coach for that matter. We have the likes of Lewis Hall over there, and we have Grealish as well, who are making a massive impact in their game. Do you think Forest, with their current situation, because I think their last game they were able to win it, and they have started winning under so what do you make up of that game?
And this particular game, I'll be taking Everton. We're giving Everton double chance because Everton stands a better chance of winning the game than Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest too. This season I've not seen so much of them. Yeah.
Yeah. So our next game is going to be Sunderland traveling to Etihad Sports Stadium to face Manchester City. But Sunderland haven't won away from home at Etihad Sports Stadium. That's a City home for the past 13 Premier League attempts since December 1981. Do you think this is a chance for them to actually win against Manchester City? Since Pep Guardiola and the boys are struggling this time round, but they struggled, but they win some games. With Sunderland current performance with Gianni Xhaka on the midfield doing fantastic jobs for them.
Sunderland this season, they are one of the I think newcomers. They've impressed so far. Their performance and everything. Taking down Chelsea, heading draw with Liverpool, taking a win against Liverpool. With Arsenal too, it was tough for Arsenal. So in this particular game against Manchester City, it's going to be tough to predict. But in my own opinion, I'll be giving Sunderland a double chance. Yeah.
Sunderland double chance. Guys, this is absolutely incredible one for sure. As I said, man must
Man,
eat. Yeah, particularly when the greens are taken. And this is an expect from Eddy. And for sure, you should also bet responsible, even if you are above 18 years for sure. Eddy, it looks like next Premier League game is going to be Newcastle United will be hosting Burnley. Newcastle United have started wins against this kind of fixtures, and they are very, very good this time round. They have come back after Alexander Isak left the club. It was some kind of struggle, but right now it's like they look a little bit settled even at home games. And Burnley, to my surprise, they still be in the bottom of the Premier League table. They are not doing quite okay. Do you think, with the odds being given to Newcastle United, very little, or that is 1.27, Burnley with almost 10 points because they have about 9.50 to win this game. If you go for draw, it could be 6 odds. It's still a lot. So which one should we go for? Because what we are interested in, the odds and then the winning odds, not just odds.
Yeah, to go in for the odds and the right one, we are going for Newcastle to win this game. Yeah, that's going to be the
St.
right
James
one,
Park.
and then the right one and the safer one. Don't get me wrong, Newcastle have this German striker in front of them. Let me
Yeah,
see.
is it Val?
Guatemala, yeah, right. He's giving them I think the goals they are looking for, and also picking up the win. Anthony Gordon is also there. Don't get me wrong, the guys are there, so definitely they are going to get the job done against Burnley.
Yeah, it's going to be a draw against, or they are going to be winning
They are going,
against
yeah,
Burnley.
they are going to get the job done against Burnley.
They are going to get the job done against Burnley. I like that word. They are going to get the job done. But probably London Derby is on your way. Tottenham, fortunately, this season, I don't know what is really happening with Thomas Frank and Tottenham, because this season, he's also a London former coach because he's facing his former club tomorrow for sure. And it looks like Brentford have scored 7 goals in their last 5 matches, while Tottenham conceded in all of them. In all of their DS for the last 5 games, they've conceded. So, looking at the odds, Tottenham still give a slight opportunity with 2.25 odds compared to Brentford with 3.05. If you go for draw, I think the odds is higher than any of them winning. This is a London derby, very, very, very tough one for sure. Do you think Thomas Frank will bounce back with his former club? Or the former club will say, oh, you made a mistake of going out of the club to our rivals?
All right, so in this particular game, with the analysis given now, they've all conceded, they all concede in their games. So definitely both teams scoring is one of the things we are looking into. And also a draw is likely to happen. There might be a draw in this game. But for full investors, for the sake of full investors, let's go in for both teams to score.
Let's go in for both teams to score. Now we move to Leeds in the Elland Road. We have Leeds United hosting Liverpool once again, who won just their last Premier League game against Chelsea. Not 1, not 2, but scored 3 goals against 1 to the 4th place of the Premier League tables, Chelsea. Meanwhile, Liverpool lost their last 3. They lost 3 of their last 4 games away. That is away games. 4 of their last 3 away games in the Premier League. Right now, Elland Road, Leeds United are very, very happy. And it looks like, yes, Liverpool are still being favorites here with odds 1.85 as compared to Leeds United of 3.80. Do you think Leeds can still get the job done at home against Liverpool? With Liverpool record this season is not a home or away to talk about.
So during the midweek, I gave Liverpool benefits of the doubt by giving them the straight win, and they disappointed me. They lost their game. So this time around, I'm not going to give them any benefits of the doubt. Let's go straight in without any emotions, without nothing. So I'll be giving Leeds United double chance because Leeds United were able to win again. They won their game against Chelsea, right? Yeah, 3-1. So definitely with that motivation, with that morale, I'll be giving them a double chance against Liverpool.
Double chance against Liverpool. Meanwhile, Brighton, who just drew against Manchester United in Old Trafford last night, well, it looks like, yeah, they are very, very, very good. West Ham, who just draw against Manchester United because it's a big game. They are all united. Yes, this is a London and then Manchester side rivals who have just faced. And then West Ham scored 9 in their last 5 while conceding all 11 recent matches. So you see, the combination is quite okay, but as they draw against Manchester United, it gives them the momentum to travel to American Express Sports Stadium to face Brighton. With Brighton's the favourites here with 1.55 odds by 35, bet 35, bet 365 for Brighton with our odds for West Ham of 5.75. What do you think about this kind of game? Because it's a slightly tough one to predict.
This trend is not something difficult for us to predict. Actually, it's a straight win for Brighton. Just that United, it's a straight win for Brighton. Just that United didn't know how to win against them. Every team playing against West Ham this season, have managed to pick the maximum points from West Ham United. They are not this season. Things are not working out for them. Yeah, so Brighton should just take the advantage. So pick the 3 points from them. That's it.
Brighton taking advantage to pick
Even
the
if you have to,
from
if you have
West
to
Ham.
ask me now, one of the teams to be relegated this season, I'll take West Ham United.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, it's an old team, so most of the time that they know how to dodge relegations and all that. But let's not get into that. But we have a toughest London derby. People don't see the kind of this toughness of this kind of London derby, but then it's real. Fulham versus Crystal Palace. Whilst Crystal Palace have kept 4 clean sheets in their last 5 games, 4 clean sheets in their last 5 games. while Fulham scored 10 in their last 5. So it's kind of dicey situation here. It's a kind of dicey situation here. With this still, it still looks like Fulham are favorite by bet 365 with odds of 2.55 compared to Newcastle United and compared to Crystal Palace with 2.80 odds. Is it the advantage of playing home or why Fulham are favorite in the London derby like this?
Also, I think the why Fulham are the favorites is because they've been able to score 10 goals in their last 5 games. So they are attacking minded, it's really high. On the other hand, Crystal Palace also defending, they've been able to clear their lines. Their wall is their wall is solid. So to break through their walls, you need extra work, you know. So that's why they are giving, I think, with such advantage. But at the end of the day, I see Crystal Palace picking out their 3 points. Because if you are able to defend very well, definitely you will be able to hold any pressure you face, and getting rid of any like all this pressure, they will be able to get a goal. So I'm counting on Mateta to give us the goal. Mateta. Really don't disappoint
Wow.
us.
So Crystal Palace a win for this game. So let's see what is going. Now we move to La Liga. La Liga, which is very, very difficult right now because there's some kind of 1 point between Barcelona and Real Madrid. But the start of the La Liga is going to be Villarreal will be facing Getafe for sure in Estadio de la Ceramica. That's where it's going to. And Villarreal are unbeaten in 10 meeting with Getafe. They are unbeaten in 10 meeting with Getafe, winning 8 and drawing 5. They have won like 8 or 13. No, sorry, it was 13. They have win like 8 and then drawing 5 of them. Eddie, Villarreal is still host favorite in this game with odds of 1.652 and then Getafe with 5.75. Which one do you think is going to win this game?
Yeah, their history meeting is good. It has given us what to expect in the game, and also if you are checking their performances based on only this season, you know, Villarreal is also ahead of Getafe. If I'm not mistaken, they are still ahead of Getafe. So definitely they will keep their momentum and everything to maintain their spot or move a bit upper in their La Liga table. So I'll be giving Villarreal straight win.
Straight win. Meanwhile, Real Betis will be hosting Barcelona, and Barcelona, who are unbeaten in 9 meetings with Real Betis, winning 7 of the 9. So it means they draw 2 of it. So it looks like Barcelona are still favorite here with odds of 1.73 compared to Real Betis 4 odds. Who is favorite in this game?
Yeah, right. With everything, you will say Barcelona are the favorite, but don't get me wrong. Real Betis are also solid. They are stubborn. Sometimes if you are underrating these other clubs, at the end of the day, they will come into the game to punish you. So for me as following investors, to be on the safer side, let's go for both teams scoring. So in this game, I'm going for both teams to score.
Both teams to score. And Madrid derby is also on your way this weekend. It's not about Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, but this is Athletic Club versus Atletico Madrid. Athletic Club, that Bilbao versus Atletico Madrid. And it looks like it's a very tough game in Stadio de San Mames in Athletic Club. So for sure, only one team scored in 8 of their last 8 meeting between this side. And it looks like Atletico Madrid are still favorite, even though they are playing away with odds of 2.25 and Athletic Club with odds of 3.25. But when you look at their history, they are fan of anyone can win this game, but they are fan of drawing as well. And when you go for draw, I think the odds is a little bit heavier with 3.25. What do you make up of the game?
All right, so Atletico de Madrid stands the chance of winning the game. If they only want to maintain their spots, in the top three, it's a must win for them to win this game. They had a chance, to go in the same points with Barcelona, but they failed to do so. They do against Barcelona. We saw they know they had a fantastic game, equalizing their goal and everything. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, they couldn't stand up to the challenge against Barcelona. They lost by 3 goals to 1. So this time around, I'm expecting Atletico de Madrid to win this game. To keep the competition a bit competitive.
Keep the competition a bit competitive. I like that phrase over there for sure. But meanwhile, Valencia will be hosting Sevilla. This is another tough game in La Liga. Valencia versus Sevilla. But it looks like Valencia is having a favorite here with odds of 2.05 compared to Sevilla 3.50. Is it because they are playing at home? Because I know these both teams, they are very, very crucial when it comes to this making it in La Liga. What do you make up of it?
Yes, Sevilla, sometimes if you are to weigh their performance, you see they are all on the same level. On a better day, Sevilla can win the game. On a better day, Valencia can also win the game. But in this particular game, let's go for Sevilla to win.
Let's
Yeah.
go for Sevilla to win. Sevilla to win. Real Madrid, yeah, who seems not to just keep Mbappe shut from scoring. This weekend, I think they will be hosting Celta Vigo in Santiago Bernabeu. And it looks like Real Madrid won all 11 previous meetings with Celta Vigo. The all 11 previous meeting with Celta Vigo. And this time around, they are still the favorite going into this game with odds of 1.33 compared to Celta Vigo odds of 8.25. Do we go for the higher odds? But Mbappe seems not to stop scoring. Can Celta Vigo stop him from scoring this game?
We are yet to find out. But I'll be giving Real Madrid a straight win. And Mbappe to score. Because Kylian Mbappe, this season, I think he's now 54 goals, right? 54 goals this season so far. It's likely for him to break the record in Real Madrid with 59 goals from Cristiano Ronaldo. Mbappe to score. Real Madrid to win. That's what we are standing for.
So Mbappe to score, Real Madrid to win is a bet for sure. And we move to Serie A. There's some kind of tough game and exciting games as well over there. And we have Sassuolo. Sassuolo will be hosting Fiorentina. Eddie, with this kind of game, we all know that Fiorentina haven't won in 7 matches. They haven't won in 7 matches so far, haven't kept a clean sheet in 7 matches. That is for Fiorentina. They are traveling to Sassuolo one time here with Sassuolo odds of 2.9. Still not the favorite for the game, but with Fiorentina with 2.55 odds. What do you think when it comes to this? Expect me to come in. So, what's your honest opinion about this?
My honest opinion is Sassuolo to carry the day because this season Fiorentina that we know is in the Fiorentina that we know. My fellow investors will understand, or the football fans will understand what I mean by they are not giving us that Fiorentina vibes. So definitely, so then their odds are also good. They are all above 2 odds. So if you are taking one into your slip, definitely it's going to boost your total odds. So definitely it's as well to win the game. Yeah, that's what we are
Definitely,
expecting.
Sassuolo to win the game is a bet. This one, to be frank, Fabregas is doing quite perfectly in Como. But then they are facing a huge opponent who is a title contender here, Inter Milan, and Como will be traveling to Inter to face them in Stadio Giuseppe Meazza. That is where the match will be taken on. But then Como are unbeaten in their last 12 Serie A matches. They are unbeaten in their last 12 Serie A matches. Do you think with this odds still Inter are favorite with 1.50 odds and Como with 6.20 odds? When it comes to the we usually don't get it right because this kind of you look at the history of Como, you see Como will take over, but the odds is favoring Inter Milan. What's your own take on that?
I think sometimes they normally focus on the the name of the club. Because if you are to take Inter and Como, Inter is more popular than Como. the players that are available for Inter, they are also much more professional players. They have the hype, the names and everything. So that's why they are giving assist such odds to Inter. And with Como, even if you're checking their I think the table, they are also in the top four. If I'm not mistaken, it's not to be corrected, but they are still in the top four.
No, Como is in the 5th position. I think
Okay, yeah.
Roma have, yeah. And Inter is on the
Okay,
3rd position.
so they've overtaken them. So now Como with the fifth, I think on the fifth position. So they are doing quite well this season. And to host Inter, it's going to be tough to predict. But at the end of the day, I see both teams scoring. Yeah,
At the end of the day, both teams scoring.
yeah.
Okay, well, at the end of the day, both teams scoring. Eddie,
Yeah, and
Atalanta.
if you also want to eat good or make some risky bet, you can give Como a double chance, Como a double chance, But we are not going to, if you are to take focus on that, we are not going to include that into our best five. You can make
Yeah,
that
yeah.
and pick
Both
some other
teams.
selection, yeah, both teams to score and also other double chance for Como with some 2 or 3 odds, to boost the odds to maybe 10 or something like that. Then
Yeah, it's absolutely right for sure. But Eddie, Atalanta, they are traveling to Hellas Verona. But then this season, Atalanta is not the Atalanta we used to know. They are in the 12th position of the Serie A table. And looking at Atalanta, they are unbeaten in 6 H2H meeting with Verona.
head to head, yeah.
Yeah, head to head. That's why I just say H2H. Head to head with while Verona are winless in 14 matches. So Verona is also doing quite okay in this game. Atalanta having odds with 1.67, Verona 5 odds here. What do you think?
Atalanta have disappointed me this season. Giving them such trust again is
But this is Hellas Verona who are
yeah, they are playing against Hellas Verona, but it doesn't matter because the day I went in for Atalanta, it was also against, you will say, Hellas Verona, but at the end of the day, they disappointed me, so I can't trust them anymore. So for us to be on the safer side, let's go for double chance for Atalanta, yeah, because
double chance for
giving
Atalanta.
them the straight trade might put us, might jeopardize our winning streak or destroy our bet, So let's go for
Okay,
double.
Eddie Cagliari will be hosting Roma. Meanwhile, Cagliari haven't won a match in 10 attempts, with odds of 5.70 for Cagliari, and Roma have 1.65. Take on that game. Who is going to win? Or who will win?
How to win the game if they only want to
Roma to
maintain.
win the game.
Yeah, or if they want to maintain their spot on the fourth position, they have to win this game.
Okay, so we go with Lazio versus Bologna. Lazio will be hosting Bologna. Meanwhile, Lazio have Serie A's best defense with 7 clean sheets, but scored just 4 in their last 5 matches. Now they will be facing Bologna with odds of 2.60 for Lazio and 2.90 for Bologna. What do you make up of this game? Who will win?
I'm going for Lazio to win the game. Lazio should win this game. Yeah.
Lazio to win the game.
Yeah, I think in general, they Serie A this weekends, they have some good odds. So probably after our best 5 odds, I'll probably go into this and pick maybe 2 or 3 odds. Yeah, but not for fellow investors, for personal.
But the last game of Atalanta for Serie A is going to be absolutely massive. Napoli will be hosting the likes of Juventus. Meanwhile, injuries woes continue for Napoli with Lubotka doubtful for Juventus clash. This one, Napoli have 2.35 odds, with Juventus having 3.40 odds. So it's like Napoli still favorite in the eyes of Bet 365. What do you make up of this kind of game? Because it's a clash.
Yeah, both teams to score, both teams scoring. And also, I'll be giving Napoli, double shot for Napoli.
Double chance for Napoli and both teams to score. And now we focus on the Bundesliga. We have Uzbek versus Leverkusen. That one I already know a lot, so I don't need to just. So let's go ahead and then
Yeah, all
summarize
right.
it.
Well, yes, I'll be giving Bayer Leverkusen the double chance. Yeah.
By Leverkusen double chance. We have Köln versus St. Pauli.
Yeah, FC Köln straight win.
Heidenheim versus Freiburg.
Heidenheim Freiburg straight win for Freiburg.
We have Stuttgart versus Bayern Munich.
Yeah, straight win for Bayern Munich and also over 2.5.
RB Leipzig versus
Leipzig Frankfurt, Leipzig Frankfurt. Straight win for RB Leipzig.
HSV, that's Hamburger SV versus Werder Bremen. Werder Bremen.
Straight win for Werder Bremen.
And Dortmund Hoffenheim, last game for Bundesliga.
Yeah, then straight win for Dortmund.
Straight win for Dortmund. And League One summarizes it all. And for sure, we don't have much time. We should forgo League One.
Then we can pick some good odds from Ligue 1.
Okay. So League One, I'm gonna. Where are you, League One, guys? Okay. So with League One matches, we have the likes of Brest will be hosting Monaco.
Straight win for Monaco.
Lille versus Marseille.
Lille versus Marseille. Lille versus Marseille. I'll be giving Marseille Lille straight win.
That one is even today. So we have Toulouse versus Strasbourg.
Straight win for Strasbourg.
PSG Rennes.
Straight win for PSG. PSG, please don't disappoint us because the last time, you play against they played against Monaco and we were like, oh, it's going to be a tough game, but PSG to come out as the victorious, but they lost 1-0 against Monaco. This time around against Rennes, please don't disappoint us.
Please don't disappoint us, according to Eddy. But Nice will be facing Angers.
Nice and just I will give him both teams to score. Yeah.
Okay. We have Lorient versus Lyon.
Lawrence, your first half was 0.
First half over 0.5.
First half, yeah, I'm expecting a goal in the first half.
So that is it, guys. And Eddy will be preparing our best five for us as well. And remember to bet responsible, even if you are above 18 years. This video is for entertainment purposes. And for sure, we give you the ultimatum to get that green ticks after the games. Stay tuned and let's see what Eddy is having for us.
All right, so our best five, everything is set, everything is ready. Fulham, Crystal Palace, straight in for Crystal Palace. And also Real Betis, Barcelona, over 2.5, and also Barcelona to win the game. And slot number 3 is going to be Köln gegen St. Pauli, straight in for FC Köln. Then Stuttgart, Bayern, that's also over 2.5, and Bayern to win the game. And PSG, Rennes, straight win for PSG. So let's log in this best five and probably wait for the weekend. Also, and there are also some good odds. The odds in La Liga are good, so you can also include one into this best five. Or you can also make some separate bets. Maybe if you're able to pick 2 or 3, you can get some good odds. Then probably let's see at the end of the weekend. All greens.
See you at the weekend with all greens. Man must eat. That is man must eat best five for you guys. And for sure, you can also keep bringing in your own sleep on the comment section. We are not, we need to share as a community. Don't hold on to your opinions. That's why this channel is all about democracy. You bring your opinion, I bring my opinion, then we shave it out and get the best out of the one. So we would like to see your best sleep or your predictions in the comment section. See you in the next video. Man must eat.
Eat.
Ciao.
Ciao.